Hi there, Felipe. So we've got these essays from you. Great. Let's take a look straight away and see what you wrote. The given chart illustrates the number of pet owners in Wales, Canada, America, Ireland, Scotland, and England between the years S here, 1990 and 98. Okay, it's not enough just to put a comma here. You have to put some sort of a linker, or else you need to just put a full stop. Which would probably have been my suggestion. It also displays the proportion of the total for each country mentioned. Okay. Overall, there is less number of domestic animal owners. Let's clean that up. There are fewer domestic animal owners at the beginning of the period than the end. Again, I probably would have put a full stop here. However, spelling, some fluctuation has occurred through the years. Okay, it shouldn't be has occurred because it's all in the past. So here you just want to use the simple past instead, okay? Not present perfect. All right, Scotland and England seem to keep their number stable, their numbers, because it's two countries and they each have different numbers. So Scotland and England seem to keep their numbers stable throughout the period, not over the period, not all over the period. Or you could have said, yeah, without the all, it would have been okay, actually. While the remaining countries experienced changes in the number of owners. Okay. In 1990, the number of pet owners was just below 800,000. Now, here, it's a long sentence, so if you're going to make it this long, you're going to have to make some appropriate links. Let's see how we can change it. In 1990, the number of pet owners was just below 800,000. And this peaked in 1994 at over 900,000. However, it dramatically fell and bottomed out in the following years with less than the first year analyzed. Okay, the following years were each between 800,000, careful, you're missing a zero, and 900,000. The largest number of pet owners was most frequently seen, with an N, in Scotland and England. In contrast, the smallest number was in Ireland, although Canada and America had similar numbers in some of the analyzed years. Okay, check it out. You have this really long overview, but your details are just not enough. You gave a good analysis of the total, but as far as I'm concerned, not enough of the individual countries. So I certainly want to see some numbers. I mean, you talked about this 800 and 900,000, but I have absolutely no idea how this is broken up among the different countries. Okay, so this for me absolutely needs more analysis. What I would have done is I probably would have spent less time here. I would have just given, I would have tried to reduce this a little bit, and I would have given more analysis here in terms of some key details. Okay, what kind of details? At least to know where the countries were. Like, I don't have the chart in front of me, obviously, but I don't know, like Scotland's figures were consistently between 50,000 and 75,000 for the years mentioned, okay? Or you could say England had the most fluctuation over the period with a low of 20,000 in 1990, but a high of 50,000 in 1997 or something like that. So just, you know, giving the examiner some kind of idea of what this data looks like, that would be helpful. Okay, let's take a look at your international marketing task 2. Okay, fine. In today's world, international market. Okay, in today's world, international marketing, ing, is believed to be an economic threat. And for bringing, I don't understand why you do it like this. Is believed is believed to be an economic threat and to bring illegal aspects for the host country. Others defend the idea that it not only brings a potential improvement for the local market, but is also a way to spread ideas, language, and culture worldwide. Careful, because this is really, really similar to how it's written in the actual task, and you don't want to copy language directly from here. See, spreading ideas, language, and culture. So try to rephrase as much as possible, but I mean, don't go overboard, but try to rephrase it so it's not directly lifted from the task. Okay. I strongly agree that international marketing has countless advantages and provides benefits for most of the countries. Okay, fine. On the one hand, international marketing is necessary for the global growth of the host country. First and foremost, it frequently generates market competition, encouraging the local manufacturers to reduce their prices and update their products in order to attend the rigorous demand. Attend to, I think, would be better here. Or to meet the rigorous demand would have been better. Secondly, globalization, know the, is a phenomenon caused by international marketing, again, know the, and exchange of culture. For example, all right, here, full stop, really. For example, comma, food from all around the world can be found in popular supermarkets such as Kohl's and Woolworths. Okay. Third, the suppliance, I'm not really sure about this word, of some international products is essential to satisfy the local necessity of products which local market struggles to produce. Okay? Let me think about this. So, Felipe, what you've got here basically is you've got three main ideas, but what I would recommend is that you use fewer main ideas in this paragraph, but just develop them a little more. So here, okay, when you talk about food from all over the world, you probably could have developed that a little more and gone into a little more detail, all right? And here you didn't really develop it at all. I mean, you just kind of had an idea and just kind of left it on its own. So what I would have done instead here is I would have developed this more, and then here I would have liked kind of like a wrap-up sentence which would link back to your topic sentence in the beginning. All right? Probably a better way to develop this. Okay, so let's go to your next paragraph. On the other hand, there are those who debate against international marketing and trading, supporting the idea that, no comma here, although international marketing has some benefits, it seems invasive and can most likely intensify the loss of culture and affect negatively in the local market. Countries such as Russia and China for a long time banned the introduction of American brands into their territory, justifying that it could affect their culture. No, in here. Let's see. All right, this is all a little vague. So, excuse me. I mean, how? So, just, I think you should have gone into more detail here. You know, you have this intensify the loss of culture, and all right. So you've got some things that are really loaded, but you don't really talk about them. So the loss of culture, what does that mean? Or it could affect their culture. How? So what you don't want is you don't want to leave the reader with questions of why, how, what do you mean? So explain those things, because you shouldn't just assume that the reader understands that you mean there is a consequent loss of morals and national customs when people start to become more Americanized and pursuing American lifestyle and forms of dress and so forth and so forth. So do kind of explain those things for your reader. Now, apart from that, the other thing that I want to mention is maybe you need to read up a little bit on what international marketing is, because I feel we're really talking about international trade here and not international marketing. There is a difference, so I'd like you to read up a little bit about it. I think it would help you develop this essay in a more appropriate way, because I feel like there is a little misunderstanding of the topic. Let's go into your conclusion. In conclusion, international marketing promotes culture and economic knowledge worldwide. The world today is a common marketplace for every nation, and it is impossible not to be affected by the impact of international marketing, which definitely has more advantages than disadvantages. Okay, so now I'm glad that I read your conclusion because I had a couple of other comments. First of all, the order of your paragraphs is wrong. You need to, since you are pro-international marketing, you need to put the pro paragraph last. Okay, it needs to come closer to your conclusion. So, in other words, first we talk about the side that we don't agree with, and then we talk about the side we do agree with. That's the first thing. Then, check this out. Where is it? Here we go. Culture and economic knowledge worldwide. That's what you mentioned here. But what does the task say? Spreading ideas, language, and culture. In this paragraph, really, where did you talk about it? Okay, exchange of culture, food from all over the world. Okay, fine. But really, spreading ideas and language, there was nothing about that at all. So, I want you to be a little more faithful to the task and really answer directly the issues, which in this one are actually really narrow, what they talk about. Okay, so here's the good news. There are a lot of nice elements to your writing. I felt a lot of it was really natural and flowed very easily. The vocabulary is appropriate. It's good. There's some good grammar here, actually, some nice advanced grammar, but there are some errors as well. It looks like your exam is this weekend. That's my understanding. So it's possible this is coming to you after your exam, but I think it's important for you to see where your writing is. Like I said, there are some strengths to it, but I do think that, I don't know what your results are going to be, obviously, or what score you need, but if for some reason you don't get the score you need, I would like you to, maybe earlier this time, work with us so that we can help you. I think that based on the positive elements you do have in your writing, I think that with a little work and a little support from us and the team here, you can definitely do really, really well. So good luck with everything, and keep on writing, and I hope to hear from you in the near future.